We all love a good plot twist, the kind that makes you sit up, rewind, and rethink everything you just watched. But not all twisty films get the recognition they deserve. Here are some underrated gems that pack a serious surprise punch, leaving you stunned and thoroughly entertained. Frailty. A serial killer is on the loose in Dallas in what has become known as the God's Hands murders. Fenton Meeks knows his dad began the killings after an angel told him to kill demons, and that his brother, Adam, played by Matthew McConaughey, has continued them. He reveals all to the FBI, but Adam finds out, kills the FBI agent, and remains a free man.
No sorrow, no trouble I see.
Adam?
There for me.
The others. Grace Stewart, Nicole Kidman, and her 2 young children live in Jersey in the aftermath of World War II. Their house is big but creepy, and soon they start experiencing some ghostly goings-on. A devout Catholic, Grace struggles to accept the existence of ghosts. But the strange happenings continue, and ultimately she's faced with a startling reality. She and her children are, in fact, ghosts.
Is that how she killed you? With a pillow?
She didn't kill us.
Children, if you're dead, why do you remain in this house?
We're not dead.
Why do you remain in this
We're
house?
not dead.
Timecrimes. This movie will blow your mind. Hector and his wife are renovating a house on the edge of the forest. When Hector sees a woman undressing in the woods, he goes out to take a closer look. But he is stabbed by a figure wearing bloodied bandages. Hector gets help from a scientist, but is sent back 1 hour in time after being convinced to hide in a time machine. He's warned not to interfere and try to change history. But Hector, too, tries to warn the lady and ends up becoming the man in the bloody bandages. And the cycle continues. Triangle. Jess, a single mother of an autistic child, takes a yacht trip off the coast of Florida. When a storm hits, the yacht capsizes and those on board are pleased to discover an abandoned ocean liner. But the problem is, it's not abandoned. Worse, it's inhabited by a killer who begins to prey on them. Eventually, Jess realizes she's trapped in a time loop and tries to break out by becoming the killer. But no matter what she tries, she can't escape her hell. Exam. The premise of this film is pretty straightforward. 8 applicants take a seat in an exam room where they're given a blank sheet of paper and 80 minutes to answer the question as a part of a job interview. The invigilator explains they can't spoil their paper, leave the room, or talk to him or the armed guard by the exit. Confused? You should be. The twist is that they're supposed to do nothing.
What if the question is written down? We just can't see it.
What if it reveals the questions?
Any questions?
No. That's the answer you wanted to the first question asked of us?
The only question asked of me.
Identity. While a psychologist fights to plead insanity on behalf of death row convict Malcolm Rivers, 10 random strangers hide out in a Nevada motel. One by one, they begin to die. As the movie progresses, we learn that Rivers suffers from extreme dissociative identity disorder and has 11 personalities. Eventually, it's revealed the 10 strangers are those identities.
No, please don't.
The Machinist. Trevor Resnick, Christian Bale, is an insomniac machinist who is a bit of a loner at work. When he causes an accident that seriously injures one of his co-workers, he says he was distracted by a colleague named Ivan. But Ivan doesn't seem to exist. He doesn't work there and there's no record of him. The twist is that Ivan is Trevor's own conscience getting back at him for a hit and run.
I know who you are.
Hard candy. Haley Stark, Elliot Page, a 14-year-old, traps a suspected pedophile, Jeff, Patrick Wilson, in his own home and discovers he was likely involved in the disappearance of a local girl named Donna. The movie sees several power swings before Haley eventually gets a confession out of Jeff before convincing him to commit suicide.
You know what? I'm sorry you were drugged for so long. I mean, I've never really done that before. And, oh, well, I swiped this from my dad. Didn't come with directions, and it's not like I could just ask him how much to use. So I probably used too much, or those screwdrivers could have affected my judgment, you think?
Moon. Sam Rockwell, is coming to the end of his 3-year stint mining helium-3 on the moon. With his time almost up, he has an accident and is placed in the infirmary. There he meets another version of himself, who is also injured. Eventually, he learns that both are just clones of the original Sam with a 3-year lifespan.
Lunar industries remains the number one provider of clean energy worldwide due to hard work of people like you.
Buried. Ryan Reynolds stars as a U.S. contractor named Paul working in Iraq. Paul wakes up to find that he's been kidnapped and buried alive in a coffin with a cell phone. When U.S. authorities refuse to pay his ransom, Paul is forced to negotiate with his captors. He convinces them to let him live, but in a cruel twist, they dig up the wrong coffin and Paul is left to rot.
You just hang in there 3 more minutes. This will all be over soon, I promise, Paul.
Okay, I believe you.
3 minutes, Paul. I just need you to hang on for 3 minutes.
Thank you.
This will all be
No,
over
thank
soon,
you. I have to go.
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, my God.
What?
I'm so sorry, Paul.
What is?
So sorry.
What is?
It's Mark White. He brought us to Mark White.